Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor to another episode in our legendary Tyrion campaign here. Just starting to get a little spicy. Last episode we were able to get a small confederation with Tor Onrock, which seemed kind of silly, kind of innocuous. Like, why would I waste a confederation on a one-town, faction? But the main reasons I did it, remember, because it's Tier 4, number 1. That's going to allow me to get to the Tier 4 buildings probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 turns faster, which is great. Tyrion is already kind of on that side of the island anyways, which means, I guess, landmass, probably a bit bigger than an island. It's like a continent. He's already on that side of that landmass anyways. So he's going to be able to recruit some of that stuff soon. And then number 2, it's just a very valuable place. It's got a Tier 3 gold mine. It already has a Tier 3 port. And it does border with my next staging ground, probably where I'm likely to attack stuff, which is in this area. Just because this is green. So that means that it's going to be habitable. I'm not going to have to worry about public order or lack of income or any of that stuff. Whereas if I were to try to stage and go down at the jungle, that's going to be orange, which is doable. Because remember, most of my money is probably going to come through, trade anyways. So that's doable. Just like over here, also doable. But most of where we're going to want to go, most likely, is up this left side. First of all, because of dark elves, we want to get rid of all of them. But then secondly, just because most of it's green, and that means that, I will have less penalties. It's just going to be more viable to go that way. So anyways, good strategic location, Tier 4 town, good income base. Seems solid.
Protector of the Everqueen. It shall be done.
Now we're going to go up here, try to take this down. We did already activate our wizard thing, so we should get extra experience for her.
Servant of the king.
Now, I don't know where his main roster is. It's
unwise.
He was up here, so I don't think it's possible, actually. He could run all the way down here and go to ambush, like near that town.
Certainly not. Protector.
That would be very sneaky. We probably could recover. We have enough gold saved up if something like that happens, but let's go ahead and get a fight in here. I think we can beat him. Should be possible.
Ready to serve. To victory. Ulf one.
It's going to make us fight it. Well, they have definitely gone in the other direction with auto-resolve, for sure. In recent patches or something, like under the hood. I don't know, in the base game. Also in Steel Faith.
Sunfang hungers.
Ever since Warhammer 2, it feels like auto-resolve abuse is just not a thing. Which sometimes it's not a thing, even to like an annoying level. Like, I'm clearly gonna massacre this group, I think. Like, back in the day, if you don't know what I'm talking about, in like Warhammer 1, auto-resolve almost always gave you favorable results. And I think this is just more for kind of the strategic 4K type of players, which is nothing wrong with that. The people who don't like to do the live battles, who just want to be able to, just auto-resolve through the game and just focus more on the strategy level stuff in terms of like city management and all of that, troop movements. That's civilization-esque type of player, which is perfectly fine. I like Civ too. I might, maybe I should play more Civ. I don't know. I heard that the most recent one got some bad reviews, but I didn't watch a lot of reviews for it. I love Civ 5. I just couldn't get around the art style of Civ 6 and some of the mechanics. I don't mind old school stuff. I was talking about wanting to play Warhammer, Shadow of the Horned Rat. It's just like the style of it just felt very cartoony. I don't know. It was pretty fun. I mean, honestly, the biggest reason is I just wasn't able to find an audience for it, really. There obviously are some people, but as far as like my channel, I was getting way less views for that than League. I'm just going to get most of my views on the channel, honestly, usually with competitive stuff. That's what usually evolves the fastest, what people want to sort of
Hand guides us.
what my specialty is.
Setting forth.
Eagle claw. For the king.
I don't know how they think they have any prayer here.
Ancestors. Archers.
Understood. Loyal.
Purify.
It will be done. Fire. Orders received.
Azure. Attack. Battle calls.
Archers.
We can go ahead and fire
For
on that.
duty.
As you say. Ancestors.
Weapons ready.
Lacoy. Archers. You're in there.
Understood.
My power is yours. Lakoi Soraya!
Without fail. To the fray.
Defending order. To battle. Sword of the Assur. Spearman. Without fail. Without fail. You're in there. For order. For order.
Attack.
Equa! Bend to my will!
Archers. To battle. Spearmen. Onward. We will obey. Fear grips the enemy. For the Everqueen.
Yeah, man, as a barn burner, this one was so close. Like, I'm glad they made us fight this out. Just make sure you get their lord. I'm getting rid of this too, it's fine.
Araya!
Archers. Orior. Sinner.
And we don't have any horses to run them down, which is kind of annoying.
Lacoy.
Oh, what? He got away. No. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I mean, he's in a town. He's going to die anyways. I have no proof for this, but I feel like if you physically kill him in battle, then you have a better chance of getting an item, but it may not matter. For the sake of saving a little time here, we'll go ahead and end that.
For my queen. Take what is rightfully ours. This place is ours.
The sack
Take
would be
it
nice,
all.
but I think just occupy. Now, one danger with occupy is if they are in ambush stance somewhere over here, we might have to
We
fight
have
them
captured it.
next turn, and they could kill us
Protector
if they
of
beat
the
us in this
Everqueen.
town. So that is a consideration. Like if they're hiding right here in ambush, and they just run down and attack us next turn. So it's possible we should go ahead and grab this Regiment of Renown. Of Renown, I should say. What's the bonus here? They're faster, a little more missile damage. It's not much. I guess we'll go ahead and buy them. Okay. %10 upkeep would save a lot of money, but I think getting the diplomacy with elves is the huge one right now. I do need to get to Master Strategist soon, so I'm going to be getting those units. Unifire's the big one. I think that will be pretty large.
A worthy ally.
Okay, so we can hire some stuff here. Cheap spears, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hire this just because I'm not sure they might be hiding here and attack me next turn here. Just want to be a little more prepared because I did have a 20 stack somewhere around there.
Misguided.
Okay. They have an eagle.
Lethal grace given form.
Ridiculous.
Chariot's gonna be annoying. That's the big chariot, I think. Is it?
The Assa rise
No.
against you.
Ithelmar chariot's the big one, or the bigger one. But it's a bow chariot, so it's just going to be fire, like shooting, which is usually pretty bad. Okay.
Orders.
I think we can take him.
Oriah!
We don't have any spears, which does make the horses a little bit stronger. But these will still be okay into them. With heavy armor.
The Asur need.
Put our 3 birds on their bird in the sky and probably beat them up fairly quickly.
Prince of Elfwan. I am ready.
White Lions! Loyal! White Lions!
Dauntless!
Prince of Elfwan.
For duty! White Lions! For order!
We gotta go for that. We don't have any range units if they do.
I will.
We can use our birds to stuff charges. That's something that doesn't get used a lot, but
Quick time. Tireless.
like when some enemy, you know, horses are trying to charge you, if you have something flying like a dragon or an eagle or something like that, you always get the charge on them. They can't charge you because you're in the sky swooping down on them.
White Lions!
Prince of Elfwan.
Oh, it went into my white lions, okay.
Awaiting orders.
White lions, we will obey. For the king!
It shall
They
be done.
aren't charging at all with.
Asa, advance!
That just seems like a mistake. I don't know why they wouldn't charge.
Move for the Ever Queen.
Attack! Asa, advance! Forward!
Finish them!
Yeah, that seems like the AI done goofed on that one. I don't know. I mean, I don't think they have any chance to win this, but like, not even trying to maneuver their cav seems sketch.
Serve the king!
Apace!
Forward! La Torre! For order!
Asa, forward!
Fear causing unit charging them back.
It shall be done. As you say,
By your command!
Now they're getting a little bit better about their charge
by
cycle.
your command! By Alariel! White lions! Seal!
Prince of Elfwood! Together! Guardian of Order! Attack!
By your command! It shall be done! White lions!
Asa, forward!
Without fail!
Lakoi!
White lions! Assyrian guides us!
Nah, don't put the birds into the spears.
Glory awaits!
Put them on the Lord.
Advance! Loyal!
Just ignore these chariots. Like, missile chariots are so terrible most of the time. I mean, maybe they get a couple of kills. I don't know. Their Lord's running. They're done.
To the fray!
Speed this up. So we are going to have to chase them down. We don't have anything to chase them down other than the eagles, so make sure we kill their Lord. It was kind of expensive to create this army. You know, I probably paid 5,000 to 10,000 gold to raise the army and the upkeep on it subsequently. Maybe a little bit more, but like that port, you know, in that one town, the port with the gold mine is going to give me 2,000 or 3,000 per turn, in addition to the other tactical stuff. So it's still worth, even though I'm like had to build an army and I'm going to remove it probably in a little bit. Close one, man. The barn burner. Yeah, they killed like 20 units, emptying their whole clip on my, like, the backs of my exposed army. Silverhelms did a little damage. They did do a pretty good job of charge cycling them off on the left side, but
Glory to the king! Turn them loose.
Oh, I forgot to even switch dude in, so I can just hold on
Take
to him,
them
I guess,
captive.
because I won without even bringing him in.
Remove their bonds. Duty is its
I was
own
gonna
rule.
bring in Alastair.
Honor calls. Ulfuan triumphant. A promising lieutenant.
Is that faction wide? That's a local effect. I mean, I am going to be sitting here in this area probably for a while. How many furs? 48 furs. So we're getting like 96 things, so I'd get like 30 extra. So it's probably give like an extra 1 or 2. I think we'll just go with
Lord of the
replenishment.
Phoenix Court.
Just
A
makes
worthy
sense
ally.
for kind of later on down the line.
At your service. I will lead the Asur.
What? I mean, I'm going to delete this army anyways, but holy crap, look at that. These 2 things that were injured. In what universe do these Lothern Sea Guard kill 165 units with eagles, white lions, and all this stuff in effect? In this thing in the last fight that we had, where they had way more units, killed like 16 units. Now it kills 132. This thing, how much did it kill? I don't even remember last fight. What did it kill, like 30? Now it kills 165. My units were a little more injured, but not to that extent. That's pretty ridiculous. I would be mad about that, but I'm going to delete this army anyways.
Remove their bonds. Turn them loose.
Is that for heroes as
Remove
well? I
their
mean, that's
bonds.
such a low amount. I guess we just
An honor.
go with that.
Loyal prince.
That was right on the dot. How much we needed for
A
next
promising
level.
lieutenant. Glory to the king.
Characters, events. Yeah, I think we just get rid of
Asur
this.
prince.
Pull him out over here.
Setting the pace.
A worthy ally.
So he's got a food tester. Port attendant.
At your service.
Noble son of Ulthuan.
Okay.
Lord of the Phoenix Court. Ever loyal. A promising lieutenant.
There's no other things going on there. We might revisit him. Now we'll go ahead and disband that though, and yeah, public order should be under
Yes,
control. This is going to be
trouble.
done in 2 turns. Okay. It's all good. She's got to keep some semblance of an army here.
A
We
worthy
could
ally.
hire back White Lion. We're here if we wanted to, but
Champion of the Ever Queen.
see if we can give him the taster. Make sure we don't get punked by any heroes over here. Okay. Now,
People are restive.
go and repair that. Upgrade that. Leave that for now.
Alariel's champion.
Use growth. And then we can put a growth building here. We want to get up to tier 5 ASAP, but
Order
obviously
must
it's going to
be
be hard to do
maintained.
in a two-stack town.
How wise.
Where's Kothic going?
I agree.
They're bros with us. Maybe they're going down here to fight. Oh, they're coming over to fight Safri. They joined our war against Safri. That's what it is. Okay.
The Asa bids you welcome.
5 turns gets tier 4. Put the growth back in. That all looks good. That's all good.
Must restore order.
Oh, do they get beaten? They just like suicided into Eagle Gate. Is that what it was? For real? Is Avalorn even at war with them?
Everqueen
Yeah.
of Althwa.
Okay, they just suicided into Eagle Gate, I guess. They tried to move north and go into Eagle Gate.
I am the bright flower of the god.
Not one Druki. Do not look for me in the light. I lurk in shadow.
Trees of Nagaroth, huh. It is expensive, but I am pretty rich right now, honestly, and I really want their property. Yeah, I can afford it. Let's... And that's a legendary
When Loic
lord.
dances, I will hear your
The legendary
plea,
people are the ones that
mortal.
we definitely need. Offer payment.
Yes.
Look them up.
Alariel the Radiant.
Okay, so I have 6 turns of gifts with them. I think you can stack up, just keep giving like smaller gifts every time, but I try not to abuse the system too much. I'm not 100% about that. It might just overlay what was already like in progress instead of stacking. I'm not
Defender
sure.
of the Phoenix Throne.
We're not going to be able to do anything meaningful. The only reason that I would try to take on this wasteland area where we're going to have terrible public order and all that stuff is for this Sword of Cain down the line. And we don't need it right now. They might just kill us if they don't get with the program.
Yes.
Tribesmen, gather.
Skaven Warlord.
Okay. Well, it looks like they don't have an army, so I guess maybe we didn't need to hire that. I should have looked first. Yeah, let's just go ahead and cancel this then. The reason I know they don't have an army, once again, is because we look at the power level here, and it's like completely yellow, which means there's no army. Like if they have one army, it'll be at least a little red at this point, just because I don't have a crazy army. But yeah, the fact that it's completely 100% yellow means that they don't have an army. Pretty sure.
We are ill at ease.
I'll keep her around one more
What
turn
orders?
just in case. But,
Champion
Just 'cause I'm
of the
rich.
Everqueen.
that should all be good. There's nothing over here, right? No. Okay. So it should all be good. I was kind of hoping to fight that 20 sec, but I guess they just suicided him to the gate there. I mean, to be fair, I was going to beat him. You know, it's not like, oh my god, computer's so stupid. It's like, I don't know. They're just trying to make some progress, I guess. They're in a really bad situation. Now, the sneakiest thing they could have done, I don't know if they would have the movement for it, but if they moved all the way down in range of their town reinforcement and then they ambushed, or if they stayed in ambush outside of that last town over here, and then attacked me. I forgot about steel tech. Maybe I could be trying to steal some more tech and stuff like that with my wizards. I just don't have a lot of them. slowed down our tech, so we didn't finish it this turn. Are they sending an army down here?
Certainly not.
I didn't see that. Oh my god, they're gonna start. Wait, how were they in ambush? Or were they on a boat or something? How did I not see them coming down here?
Unwise.
Jesus. Damn it, now I'm in the same situation. It's like they're gonna come through
Allow me.
Misguided.
and potentially sack this stuff. How did I not see them coming all the way through there? I guess because I lost vision of this when I lost that town, and as soon as I lost vision, then they just marched down here as fast as possible.
I agree.
Gothic's gonna try to stop them, but they don't have
Certainly
enough.
Princess of
Well, she
Ultron.
should be able to deal with this, I think. Right?
Futile.
What do we have here? 7, they're recruiting, so they're gonna have
Assassinating
10-ish.
princess.
She can't hit this in one turn, though. What is natural or whatever?
Behold, elven beauty.
That's my Vintner. Dude, if it locks us out of this, if they stole tech to delay this for one turn, and then they sack this next turn,
Lord of the Phoenix, speak your
to
poison
knock
words
me
and
out of
leave.
tier 3 so that I can't complete that tech. That's gonna be really annoying. I don't think they can take the Shrine of the Syrian. We could recruit a lord over here. We're not gonna be able to defend this against a 20 stack.
Ridiculous.
We can probably defend this though. Maybe.
Defender
I'm gonna
of
go ahead
the
and keep
Asset.
her here as a mule. Actually, I could replace her with.
A promising lieutenant.
Where's that dragon lord? Yeah. Maybe we get that guy going. I don't want him to die. It could be a suicide mission to put somebody over there. I don't want to spend 40 armor's pretty legit, but she's ranged. I don't know. I don't want to spend influence on somebody new. Poltroon. Okay, so I think
Servant of the
I
king.
can afford to come over here and just, because I don't think this is going to be able, they're not going to be able to take Shrine of Assyrian if I put a lord there and start hiring right now. I don't think they'll be able to take it. And they won't be able to siege Lothern with that. So really all they're going to get is this. They might be able to run over here and take out Lycian, which doesn't matter that much. So it's going to be a minor annoyance. We can build through it, though. It's going to cost us a little bit of growth, but we already do have a tier 4 over here.
Time is of the essence.
How long this dragon will thing? A couple of turns. Okay.
Futile.
Okay, I think unlike... Well, last time I had to go back to defend Lothern against those rebels. But I think this time
Protector of the Everqueen.
I can just kill this. Do I just kill that occupy and then run? It's going to take 2 turns, and I'm not sure this army
What
can
would
beat
you
it, and
have
I
of
don't
me?
want them to get to a 20 stack. So my options are I could come over here, take this right now in one turn.
Ridiculous.
And then just dash down here as fast as possible. I'd get here in probably like from here to here with a dash. 1, 2 turns. 1, 2 turns. And then defend.
Shield of Alaria.
Misguided.
Other option would be I could just leave this here and just start recruiting. Oh wow, they're only 1 turn for these. Holy, it's so strong. If it's only 1 turn, I could just have her here. That's so strong. I know these guys are 1 turn because of the specialty. Was it all infantry? Infantry, yeah, including missile infantry. I forgot about that. Jesus, dude. That's so overpowered, man, compared to every other faction. Like, this guy has to be, Tyrion has to be one of the strongest legendary lords in the game. No, he doesn't have, like, a dragon mount or anything, but, like, his globals are... Like, his faction bonuses are just insane. Okay, so I can come down here. Let's go ahead and switch her out with the dragon willed guy, just because I'm about to start hiring some dragons in a little bit. And I do want to level this guy up. You know, I could put in White Lion, but we're probably not going to have a bunch of White Lions in our core army.
How can I assist you?
Loyal to a fault.
Let's go armor piercing. Wait, who was that with? Tyrion. Guess we'll keep armor piercing with Tyrion. Give him a food taster though. I'll give him the local public order, that's fine. Alright, so I might actually keep this dude around since I can afford a second army and he gets 20% off dragons. That's insanely, that's so good. It's a really, really good lord. Okay, so I think we're gonna go down to here. Now,
The people are resting.
can I get another mage? If I get rid of the shadows one, I can. So we get Winds of Magic and Thunderbolt. We've seen that one before. I was hoping we'd get some better ones, but now that one would actually be pretty decent. The glittering robes, I could see myself using that sometimes because the it's expensive, but like lowering melee attack and weapon damage is pretty legit. Or that's transmutation of lead, and the robe would give 60 armor, which is pretty good. I do have that in this kit anyways, but just trying to see what else is out there. Actually turns me into a pretty good fighter. Genius is pretty good. I mean, it looks like the best thing I'm gonna get is probably this. Just because, if no other reason, the miscast chance and the Winds of Magic. It costs 40 influence though. I don't need any extra lords right now with the influence. And we can start farming influence again next turn with a noble. What are these lore masters? All provinces get 5 growth. That's pretty good. Passive regeneration, disciple. That's pretty nice. Hero's army gets 15% weapon strength and fighting against Norska and Chaos. Chaos is pretty rowdy in Steel Faith overall mod. I don't remember how strong they are here, but upkeep reduction. Okay, I'm gonna hire one of these dudes really quick just to see what all they can do. I remember them not really being worth. I could be misremembering that, but so they are decent in combat, right? So they have fairly low health pool, but they do get 71 attack with decent shred against infantry. They don't have any mounts. Standard selection of this stuff up here. Sword player. Yeah, standard stuff here. You get some bonuses against evil things. So they have a selection of magic, which is unique. So they get life leeching, which gives you extra improved power recharge rate. You'd basically want to run these a lot of times probably instead of a normal wizard. If you choose to do that, you can run a life wizard with them and just use them as sort of a situational spellcaster. So you do get some extra winds of magic. Metal shifting gives your whole army extra damage, which is nice. Power reserves. You do get 2 bonuses whenever you cast. That's when he casts, not when another spellcaster on your team casts. Same thing with the life wizard. You only get the healing whenever the life wizard casts spells, not other people. So we get Shim's Burning Gaze, which I think they nerfed this a long time ago. It's not great. Missile stuff is not usually that amazing. It's really hard to hit. It can do decent damage. It's long range. It used to be overpowered in multiplayer, but... Okay, so this gives everybody in range for 7. 30 armor and 25% weapon damage for a certain length of time. That's pretty legit. He does have Earthblood, actually, which is the major thing that you will cast. With what's her name, the main mage. Harmonic Convergence. I mean, that's pretty good at just like pretty cheap buffing up single entity unit. What does this give? Gives armor if you overcast it. Probably not worth the overcast. If you upgrade it all the way, it would just cost 5. 26 melee attack and defense. That's good on like putting on a ward or something. I'm gonna have to think about this for a second here, because this is getting interesting. Mystifying Miasma is something cheap you can just spam. So for like 1 Winds of Magic, you'd have something offensive, but every time you cast this, remember, you're gonna get Metal Shifting and Life Leeching. Now, that's just power recharge rate. That doesn't give you extra Winds of Magic. Like, and let's see, Magical Reserves. Okay, so he also does not have Arcane Conduit on a standard wizard. Look at this for a second and compare her.
Loyal to a fault.
So she's going to have Arcane Conduit, which is going to improve power recharge rate and increase reserves, which means you're actually generating additional magic over time. Magical Reserves, they both have that. I don't remember if he has Earthing or not. I I think he does. It doesn't matter that much. Huge AoE, which is very, very good in the right situation. Not something you need every day, though. Regrowth is extremely powerful for regenerating single entity units, dragons. You know, in the end game, it's a ton of regeneration on them. And replenishes all of their vigor. That's really strong on it, like a dragon. This is just ridiculous. 50% extra weapon damage and 22% physical resist. It only lasts 22 seconds, but it only costs 10. They both have this. Flesh to stone. Very good single entity protection. Dragons. Once again, giving them 60 armor for 88 seconds if you overcast it. Single cast is 60 armor for 44 seconds, which is still really good. You get Life Bloom, which heals everybody on the map. Not for much, it's only for 5. So his casting stuff is going to be better. His, you know, the 10% extra damage and extra power regen is going to be better. But you have to remember, he also does not have Arcane Conduit, which is another form of power regen. So he's going to get more power regen over time, but he is missing some of this. And she's going to get Reserves plus Lilith's Blessing, which is going to be 23 damage. And she has a mount. Not amazing mount, but okay. What else? So she has Steel Tech, Scouting. None of these are that great. Steel Tech can be okay, but we're going to keep her in our army most of the time. Okay, so she has one really powerful spell, great situational spell, it's cheap, amazing team fight spell. So she has like 2, or like clumped up military spell, 2 really good single target protection spells, and a massive AoE protection spell. So I am tempted. He is better than I thought he was going to be. He is better than I thought he was going to be for sure.
Go on. A promising lieutenant.
Let's see how he would go down, though. All right, so he can actually fight, which is a consideration. So, you know, he does pay a price for that. She's probably going to be better at pure magic. He's going to be better at fighting. Okay, so Shim's Gaze, worthless. This good team fight spell. Is it as good as the other one, though? It's cheaper by a little bit, but, you know, the other one gives, it's 22 seconds also. I forgot what the other one's called, the Shield of Thorns or something like that, whatever it was. Gives 50% weapon damage. This only gives 25%. This gives 30 armor, which is 15% physical resistance. It's different than physical resistance typically works, but usually physical resistance is a little bit better because that armor is not going to stop armor penetration, although it will stop magical attacks. But you more often face armor penetration than magical attacks. So the other one gives, I think, 22% physical resist, which is better. It's the equivalent, if it's just normal stuff attacking you, equivalent to 44 armor, roughly. So the other one wins that. Earthblood is a wash. Harmonic is pretty good single entity protection if you overcast it. Gives some offense, some defense, some armor for 10, but it only lasts 22 seconds. And this is probably better than the stone form thing, but I don't think that it's better than the healing, the single target healing spell. I mean, 30 armor plus 26. I mean, that's good. That is good against single entity things like dragons and stuff like that. Now, this will help us out against lords. That's one thing that we don't have a lot of in our army. We would be able to use upgraded Spirit Leech, but if we have things like dragons and sword masters, like we have stuff in our arsenal that can make us pretty good against lords. Most notably, dragons are usually very good against lords because they're bigger than they are. They usually have more HP and they have similar combat effectiveness. So dragons usually beat lords, unless the lord is also on a dragon. So it's a good utility. Some factions it can be very strong, but with I just don't feel like we need it with High Elves. It's nice. But, and this is just kind of like your standard dinky little, like, cheap AoE spell. We have one of those also, whatever that thing is with life. So we're missing a huge AoE, like, burst damage ability, and we don't have as much single target protection. We do have harmonic convergence, but with the other one we have stone form and the big healing one. I think there's just too many dead spells. Like Shim's Gaze is dead. This is probably dead. We're not going to use it. Use it some. This is definitely dead at this point in the game. This is a lesser version. Training is pretty weak overall. Spread Public Order is okay. Damage Walls is good. With some factions it would matter, but because we're going to have a bunch of dragons and stuff like that, it's not going to matter. We're going to be able to breach. This stuff is probably better than the life healing stuff, but he does have magical reserves, although he doesn't have Blessing of Lilith, so he's going to be missing out on 8 Winds of Magic. This stuff is good. But I think she still wins. Now, he is good in combat, but I don't need him for combat. I've got a lot of other stuff for combat, you know? He's still not going to put up huge numbers. He's okay. He's better than her, but is he better than, like, Sword Masters or a dragon or something? No. He doesn't get a mount.
I have seen my end.
Maybe if there's something insane with him.
I cannot obey.
Giran protects me.
I don't see it. I just think that the wizard just does everything better. I mean, not fighting, but like as far as spell casting, the life wizard. Now, he's better than some of the other wizards. He's better than probably like War of Light or maybe even High Magic. He's just not better than War of Life, because War of Life is debatably one of the best magics in the game. It is one of the best. That's not debatable. What's debatable is it the actual best? I think maybe it is. The only other thing in the conversation might be War of Fire or the Skaven War of Plague, but they've nerfed both of those. Okay. So we don't need him. Check out her. Casualty replenishment. Local armies. That's not just her army, that's everybody. That's pretty much going to be the end of this episode, too. We're going to just take over this town one way or another. Extra defense for everybody in the army. That's pretty good. Missile and magic resist. It's not bad for 10. Hoping there'd be something that was like a huge like buff to sisters. Flat-footed. So resistance is pretty good. Let me buy a flat-footed one here and just see what they have and see if she's worth it or not.
Handmaiden of the Everqueen.
Usually I don't like ranged heroes. They just don't put up the numbers. It looks like they should have the numbers, right? Like 223 missile damage, but in reality they just don't put it up. Now she does get 35 versus large. So it would make her decent. She doesn't have a lot of armor though. She's not that fast, so she's not a great combat warrior, so she better have some dang good specialty things. Decent. Putting her on a steed is good. It helps her out some. Favorite of Isha. Okay. Public order's good. Age is hard to hit. Foe seeker. Okay, so standard assortment of that stuff. Oh, she has to choose one of these, I think. You do get replenished, which is good, so she can replace nobles. She's probably more useful than a noble in an army. That's a low bar. Stimulate growth is quite nice. I could just keep her around for the growth, honestly. She can hinder replenishment. Yeah, maybe I just keep one around for that. I'm not seeing it. This only affects her, not other archers in her unit. Oh, it gives everybody this. That right? All units in army get hawkish precision. Sisters of Avalon, 15% armor piercing damage. If nobody's close to him. Okay, so 15% extra only armor piercing damage. That's pretty legit. 15 units. Entangle. Okay, whatever. Guardian. Pretty good for lords, but only affects lords. She's okay. I thought she'd give out more for the sisters, but it's worth having one in here for this. I mean, she does give out. She's just so worthless by herself. I think paying how much upkeep is she? About 300 for extra growth, like 60 extra growth or something. So 40 growth for 300 gold. I think that's probably worth, especially in like right here. Have her right here in this sector would be huge.
Handmaiden of Dawn's Hope.
A worthy ally.
Okay, I'll keep one around just for that. Guess I'd have to level her up though.
Can I offer assistance?
And so we're gonna get rid of this one.
A promising lieutenant.
I will not.
Lethal grace given form.
Oh, let me make sure she doesn't have any
A worthy ally.
items. No. Okay. Good on that.
My queen grows weaker.
Don't want to drop all my influence on that though. $10 winds of magic and 15 cast. Or I could just go for something cheaper like this research rate. $10 winds is really good. She can, like, the thing about these wizards, they can also heal themselves if they get miscasted. So that's helpful. But less miscast is obviously good too. I don't think I'm ever going to use that Thunderbolt. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I need to be doing this influence, though, to, like, improve relations. I just don't think it's worth that much influence. There's other stuff I could be doing. And there might be a better one down the line I would like to upgrade with anyway, so let's just get a normal one.
The light of Avalon fades.
Builder's fine. Or Thinker. Maybe Thinker. Let's go with Thinker.
You have use of my power.
Ulfuan Prince.
My powers are yours to command.
She's doing her growth thing, so we'll throw both of them in there.
Ready to serve.
And then step down here.
Your command.
Swordmasters are probably the strongest thing I could throw in there right now. I don't know what.
Certainly not.
Probably gonna hire. I mean, all they can really hire are horses. 7 units.
Can I offer assistance?
These are really strong though.
Her light is fading.
We have a lot of spears. Maybe I just go for 3 of these. And throw these 2 in there, and that should be okay.
The Asher are troubled.
he's chilling. This Confederation's off next turn. And then I think we can just stomp them. Or we can just race them. I'm going to be getting higher quality units than them anyway, so if they just want to sit there and recruit 3 per turn with me, I'll eventually be stronger than them.
Shield against the darkness. I never tire.
The light of Avalon fades.
Ever vigilant.
Alright, we're going to get rid of this. I do have 2 growth. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Got 2. So we need at least a growth building in each one. And this place has spider, or whatever these things, exotic pet store. So I want this to tier 3. What's the specialty on that? The pets? Upkeep for dragons, yeah. Definitely want that.
The Reaper.
And then over here, we're gonna have to hire somebody to just hold down the fort here, in case they just try to go for my shrine. 9, 10 versus 20.
Unwise. Servant.
I don't know if we can dash over here and get over here in time. We have so much gold, I'd rather just not risk it. Let's just not play around. I don't want to use influence. Sure, it might be a suicide mission for her. But
Princess of the Asur. I serve the Phoenix King.
we have a pretty good front line of 6, couple archers, bird. I think
Certainly not.
you can pop bolt throwers.
I serve the Phoenix King.
Get 1 chariot to go deal with the bolt throwers. Couple of those.
Futile.
I do have a couple of archers, but never. I think that'll be
I'll
good.
form
That'll give us
princess.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 11, 14 units. Maybe defend.
Lady of the Phoenix Court.
Possibly get those back in a second or 2. Okay, I think it's all good. Sorry, I know it was a lot of stuff there, but I just had to sort of walk through and calculate what the best
You may approach.
thing would be.
Welcome. What would you have the Asur do?
We have gifts. Yeah, we still have 6 turns on gifts with them. Okay. Zafari's still mad.
Guardian of the Phoenix. You think yourself welcome in the...
How can I assist you? Let us converse in a civilized manner.
Burden of the Shadowland. Welcome to Nagarith, kin.
Oh, and she just got her town
Mistress
back.
of the... You have my undivided attention. The time is now.
Okay.
We are strong.
Alright, I think it's gonna be all good. So we're about to get punked here. I can't believe I didn't see them coming, because I was keeping an eye on them before, but I think I just lost this port like a turn or 2 ago.
Unwise.
And then I lost vision of them, and they just dashed down here in like 2 turns.
Ridiculous.
I think I had to complete this province. I don't know. It's gonna be a minor inconvenience to do this, to like have to deal with this. Probably if they sack that, which is what's likely to happen.
Her light is fading.
Whoa, 107? Oh, that's from Calidor.
must be
I'm like,
maintained.
how? When do I have that much public order? Hold on. Okay, I think that's all good.
Noble son of Ulthuan.
Alright, that'll be it for this turn, or this episode, rather. So we get a couple of decent fights in there. We're going to get some more big ones here soon. Then we got to get off this island. Why can't we see this? I thought we had a trade agreement with him. Okay, he took her capital. Intex. Oh god, come on. Sack this. So I have 2 Reavers, 1 ranged Reaver, 5 archers, 2 ballistas, and a couple of spears. Alright, we can beat that. Kothic ran over there right on top of him. When I take it back, it might go all the way down to tier 1. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete that tech or not. Be interesting to see, because I don't think I've ever had that happen before, where somebody takes the resources required for the high elf in the middle of trying to complete that tech. So do you just need it to start the tech, or do you have to have it to finish the tech as well? Okay, we are able to complete it. Alright, so it's not quite as troll as it seemed. You just have to have it to start it. Now Calidor might get a rebellion because they just took part of it again. Did it give me back my growth? I think it did. I wasn't able to finish it.
Allow me.
Kothic
Can I
is at
offer
war,
assistance?
right?
The Phoenix Court awaits your plea with interest.
No, they're at war with Safari, not Yvres. Okay.
Everqueen. Welcome to the court of the Everqueen.
We had military alliance, maybe not. I need to start using some of my stuff on her.
Not one Druki on Nagaryth. I will hear your plea, mortal.
He's getting a lot of stuff. Getting big. 2, 3, 4. He's got a couple up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And she's retreated up there. Okay, so they just like abandoned this.
Prince.
Might go for this anvil.
Ridiculous.
Okay, they can't siege that with just a 5-stack. No. They aren't recruiting this turn, so I could recruit one more round. And this army is already 3,000. So expensive. It's probably because I have this other army over here, and so everything costs like 30% more.
Protector of the Everqueen.
Okay, so I actually can get over here, I think. No, can't quite. This is dotted line. That's how far I could get with a normal move. So I think I could get over here, then I don't know if it allows you to dash on the land or not, though. So I could just run over there.
Certainly not.
We'll figure it out next episode, though. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It's starting to get a little spicy. We're going to come over here and knock them out, and then see how much we want to recruit over here. We could just chill here. I mean, we could just take this right now. Yeah, we just take this. Beat that up. Recruit a little bit more. Get some more great swords. Maybe get a couple of dragons, something like that. Depending on how long the dragons take. And then we could come over here and hand them off to Lothern.
Of the Ever Queen.
Or hand it off to Tyrion, rather, after he beats this. And then combine this stuff, take out this stuff, and then move forward. Now, she is moving in on them pretty hard. She might actually get all of this before I can even get them. So I don't really want a contested province, if I can help it. That's a tier 4 town. It'd be delightful to have that, but... we'll see. And then we've got to come over here and start figuring some of this out, kind of in the midterm. And decide where we want to go if we have Tyrion over here. You know, we could come up and maybe try to start tinkering with this stuff. It does seem rough. Maybe that's something we can do. Anyways, we'll figure it out next turn. So thank you very much. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps other people find it. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day.